gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. On the ground, it's Reed. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Let's look at the big picture for Pitt. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
Going to the run, it's Reed. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Nah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Quarterback extends the play. Finds a man on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. And it's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On the run, it's Reed. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Pitt pushing the pace. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's cut. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think that big tight end makes the grab? It's a first down. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. Finding open areas. There he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Spartans moving quickly to the line. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw him. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And the Spartans are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Childs. Gets it out fast. Oh, the spin move. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Spartans have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That's caught. It's Kelly. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Knocks it out of the air. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Spartans.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. An 84-yard drive there. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Breaks into the open. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
That's caught. It's Johnson. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Grab near the marker. blocker. It's Johnson. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And the Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. They'll immediately call timeout. Try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
And the D denied him on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To throw, it's Childs. Forced out of the pocket. Looking down the left side. He's got it on the outside. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
One more snap coming before halftime. Trying play action. Quarterback desperately trying to get it off, and he cannot. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And do you think there will be second guessing about passing on a field goal try? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Childs. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's McCray. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll give it to the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking to pass. That's caught. It's marked. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Childs. The sure hands, it's Marsh. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's McCray. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The offense changing the play. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They'll try the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. He's going for a big play downfield. And a big play on the outside. hindsight, what a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Touchdown, Panthers. They move on top here in the fourth. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Pocket breaking down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. He might want another play. Let's send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Rolling right and going deep. Catch inside the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Holstein. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He'll field the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Kelly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
And Because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
And the Spartans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Grabbed behind the line, it's Marsh. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to take off. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
On the move. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like, this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I got to have it?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Sparty.
Great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. To the air, it's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the grab. The two-point try is good, and they take the lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, he dropped it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. How about this? And slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense didn't maintain its discipline.